stay the state, Pollock and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
On the banks of the Olentangy River, the Horseshoe is one of the most iconic venues in all of sports. Over 100,000 people strong, the Ohio State Buckeyes might have the best home field advantage in all of college sports. These fans are ready to rock and showcase their Buckeyes this season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Buckeyes ready to kick it away first. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The fans are ready for this one. The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Takes a handoff. It's Blaylock. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12 wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Quickly out to the tight end.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field. So just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. A run for the quarterback. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They'll try to pick up this 3rd down and keep the drive moving close to midfield. Using his feet. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. They want to make sure they get this 4th and 3 play right, so they'll take a moment and think it over with a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. Ready to fire from the pistol. He's changing the play. On the run, it's Jackson. Got the first down. Doing some serious work on the ground. Out of bounds at the 35 after that big run.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same. Again.
The corner route will always be one of those staple routes versus zone. So if you see zone, it's a great job by the wide receiver pushing vertically. You see him threaten that safety, and then you break off to the sideline where it's really hard for that corner to get back into play.
The Buckeyes peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Say it. Looking to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Blasted as he lets it go. Unloads in the nick of time.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Again, it's Sayin. Fires into the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Finds a crease, it's Blaylock. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit. And most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Sets his feet, it's Mateer. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that, you're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Snapped it in the shotgun. Under pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Stepping to the right. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. Gain of right at 7 yards. 2nd and 3 coming.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Turning it on. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his tight end. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. They get the completion, and that's one thing, Jesse. If you're going to get this guy on the ground, you better come in to make the tackle like you mean it.
Man, that was a heat-seeking missile coming in there. He knew he had a lot of work ahead of him with that big fella making the catch. Nice tackle.
Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Open on the right side, that's Smith. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down. They'll run it. It's Jackson. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. The Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Out wide left, it's Smith. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd.